Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with a 1965 Pontiac GTO, and this has 1128 horsepower, 997 pounds-feet of torque from an 8.5 litre twin turbocharged V10 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,953 pounds, and it now has all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 1.711 seconds and 0 to 100 in 3.801 seconds. So yeah, this is obviously a car that was never meant for high rates of speed. It managed about 150 in its original form, and yeah, it had way less in the way of power. So yeah, obviously we're not just got a bigger engine, but more power, more torque, and more in the way of acceleration and speed. But we obviously have done the usual handling upgrades. In fact, the suspension dropped by more than 6 inches over the original, which is a huge amount. It's probably one of the biggest drops in suspension height on this game, quite frankly. So yeah, hopefully all of that will mean it can handle the power. So let's get out there and see if it works. So this is one of my favourite muscle cars from the 60s, so I do hope it does reasonably well. Like a lot of old cars, it's not going to be limited by any modern gearing or gearbox, you know, more than 6 gears. So I'm going to have 6, which is in right now. So it's 220, 230, 240. Now this isn't the most powerful engine you can put in this car, but I felt like an American V10 was more appropriate than an Italian V12. That's 248. A little bit behind the Porsche from the previous episode, but still really rather nice and quick. Every car getting in the way. Sorry guys. But yeah, that's still pretty damn quick for a car that is hardly aerodynamic, hardly meant for going these kind of speeds, and yeah, he's well and truly out of his comfort zone. Have some understeer as well, which is not helpful in terms of dodging traffic, so might well limit our top speed there. So yeah, 248 is our current top speed, so we're on that side of the motorway, so let's get around this roundabout, see if we can do any better on the other side. Really looking forward to the next Forza Rising game though, because obviously they've got way longer highways on that game. Corner to corner highways in fact, so and obviously the map is way larger than this, so yeah, we're going to have some hopefully even more fun times on that game with this series. But it has been a treat on this highway. We have had some spectacular runs and some disappointments as well, but that's par for the course, quite frankly. You get to 240, but yeah, this doesn't have the most amount of torque, so and it's still got a fair bit of weight, and obviously the aerodynamic forces are quite large given the big square front. Yeah, 248 is going to be our final top speed today, which is, yeah, not quite as quick as a Porsche, and it's far from the fastest that we've had, but that is still a reasonable top speed given the age of the car and the aerodynamics that it's dealing with, and the fact it's got way more power than it had originally. But it is able to at least match the Aston Martin Vanquish Zagato Coupe. It beats the Aston Martin DBR1, Formula Drift Ferrari 599, Triumph TR6, Volkswagen Beetle, Mercedes-Benz SL65, Morgan Aero Supersports, and the Austin Healey, as well as the current slowest car that we've had, the Willys MB Jeep. So, and yeah, but it is still slightly behind the likes of a Porsche 356A, as well as the 356A Speedster from the previous episode, as well as a Mitsubishi GTO, Ferrari FF, Aston Martin Vantage, and a Maserati 300S. And it's way behind something kind of similar in terms of it having rear-wheel drive and a big V8 in terms of the Bentley Turbo R as well. So yeah, not quite as quick as I would have liked given the amount of power that it's got, and the fact that older cars like this tend to be quicker than their modern counterparts. But given the fact it's really old and far from made for doing this kind of thing. It's done quite well, but yeah, the handling is still hardly all that great, which I guess is no surprise given the kind of car it is. But yeah, 248 is still really impressive for the car of this age and type. But yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.